fast, fair. Fox Toledo News. First at 10 starts right now.
First at 10. People living near the proposed casino site in Toledo are now digesting the news about a mysterious liquid seeping from it.
I like that. Anything helps keep it out of there.
Yeah, he wants to keep it out of there. It's a story Fox Toledo broke for you first at 4 today. The identity of that liquid is still a mystery tonight, but it has prompted an investigation by the state EPA. Fox Toledo's Sean Hegarty is live at the site of the proposed casino with what this stuff looks like and what it could mean for the future of gambling in Toledo.
Yeah, we had a chance today to speak with the person who owns this land here on Miami Street. He says he's aware of the investigation. He's working with the EPA at this point, but he says whatever is found in the ground here will not affect the sale to the casino developer. But the one question that no one can answer tonight, what is this substance? Here's a look at this brownish, reddish kind of substance in photos taken by an investigator from the Ohio EPA. It was apparently leaking into the Maumee River.
It was something that we wouldn't expect necessarily to see going into the river.
That investigator took samples for testing, and so far the results are not back. But some on-site testing did turn up something.
Took pH levels just using pH paper at the scene. So was able to tell that the pH of the seep was between 11 and 12, so it was elevated. In this case, it's probably not something that you would want to come into contact with for a long time, but it is alkaline, and it is it indicates that it's something other than water.
Landowner Brad White says his group has done a lot of things to clean up the former brownfield site, which includes relocating materials, bringing in clean dirt fill, and creating proper drainage. He also points out that the EPA has a covenant not to sue on this property. That basically means the landowner has taken the proper steps to clean up the property to the point where the EPA will not come after the owner and sue. But the investigation continues on.
It's not something that some of our technical people think would pose a problem, but it's too early to say.
No matter what the EPA finds in the ground here on Miami Street, the ballot language for Issue 3 will not change, and that's pretty much because people have already started voting early. And that ballot language says that the Toledo Casino will be right here at this spot on Miami Street. Now, if you want to see all the photos that the EPA took here at this site, log on to foxtoledo.com. Look on the homepage. You'll see the top story. Click on that and look inside, and you will see the photos there. Reporting live in East Toledo, Sean Hegarty, Fox Toledo News, first at 10.
All right, thank you, Sean. Casino supporters don't seem to be worried about news of this mystery liquid. We talked with a spokesman for the Ohio Jobs and Growth Partnership, the group pushing for casinos. He says the company that plans to develop the casino, Penn National Gaming, is aware of the issue, and he says it's a non-issue because it'll be resolved and the site will be used.
I think people are going to make a decision on Issue 3 based on what's in the proposed amendment, how they feel about the potential of the jobs and the tax revenues and economic investment in Toledo and 3 other cities that it includes, and they're going to decide one way or the other how to vote on it. I think this is a side issue, and I don't think it's going to impact voters.
As for a contingency plan, Tenenbaum says there isn't a need for one because he insists the site will be usable. So, what do the neighbors of the land think about living next to what could be a toxic substance? Fox Toledo's KRISTI Lee spoke with several living along Miami Street. She continues our Team Fox coverage with what they had to say.
Well, all the neighbors I spoke with were unanimous. They say they're more concerned about the effects of a casino being here than any possible toxins.
No, not really toxins. We live only a half a mile or a quarter mile from the expressway, and I'm sure all of the pollution coming off the semis that go down the road every day are just as bad as that.
Yes, I'm more concerned with the casino going in and what it's going to bring to this community.
That was a landfill for LOF. They did all their glass and stuff in there, so there's probably arsenic and more seepage of different stuff in there.
A lot of my family worked at LOF, and my dad always said there's a lot in that ground that people don't even know that's there.
Many of these neighbors have lived here a very long time and remember when Libby Owens Ford, a glass factory, used to be here. So they're not convinced any new findings are actually new substances. But they say, hey, if some kind of reddish goo will keep the casino away, bring it on.
Oh, yeah, I'd like that one. Anything to help keep it out of here.
I mean, I'm all for the casino being in Toledo and bringing in the jobs, but not in my own yard.
Toledo Councilman George Sarantu, a supporter of the casino, says it doesn't surprise him that the EPA may have found contaminants.
It was an industrial site. Clearly, I think that in most cases those sites can be cleaned up in a fair amount of time. And again, the project can get underway. But again, the voters have to approve it.
And Councilman Sarantu is hoping voters will approve it. He said it would bring jobs to the area and help restore Toledo's economy. Reporting live in East Toledo, KRISTI Lee, Fox Toledo News, First at 10.